What advice would you give to your younger self?
The worst you can do is be told you don't have the business, but you've just got to keep showing up.
Was this your dream job as a kid?
Funnily enough, sitting in this studio here, my aspirations really would have been...
Start off with, what inspired you to get into the photocopying industry?
Geez, I guess it's a long time ago now. I guess, landed in by chance almost. I'd always wanted to get into sales, had been involved in sport and so forth, and was working in a bank when I was 18, which is probably the least suitable role I could probably have ever thought of, but found my way into sales and, found that it suited well. Enjoy talking with people, going on the journey with them, and I guess it grew from there, and I started back in 1987, and I've been in the industry I'm in now ever since then.
What is a key to your success, would you say?
I think always having good planning, and having a really positive attitude, because in the world of sales or business or most things you're involved in, there's going to be setbacks along the way, and I guess what really defines you is how you handle the setbacks, and what it makes you stronger. I mean, because you're not going to win every time or every game or every sale, but it's a matter of buttering up again, and being very strong.
What would you say are the key benefits of having your own business?
Well, the interesting thing is, most people can have their own business. Some people might be a little bit frightened about it, but there's almost a scalability about having your own business. Because I first started in the sales arena of the particular brand I was selling, I was an employee from 1987 to 1993, and basically one day in 93 I left the building as Bruce Moore and I came back as my business name, and basically no, I didn't get a salary or anything anymore, but all of a sudden I earned more money because I backed myself. So there are benefits. You've got more autonomy. It depends on you largely, and it also depends on you as to how big you want that business to be and what risk you want to take. But yeah, you've got certain flexibility, and you've got the capacity to dictate where the business goes.
Okay. What advice would you give to your younger self just getting started in the industry if you could talk to him now?
Well, I think the thing is, I had some very good advice back when I did start. I worked with some very good people. I wouldn't change a lot, because I guess having played sport and I guess always been very competitive, it seemed natural for me to fight for what was available. And I've often said, that the characteristic, as long as you're not rude and you're polite, there's no harm. The worst you can do is be told you don't have the business, but you've just got to keep showing up. And that's what I guess I did from day one, is just make sure you show up, be consistent.
Are there any potential negatives to having your business? And if so, what are they?
Well, I guess the danger of having your own business is that your money comes based on, once the product is sold, paid for. Whereas if you're an employee of an organisation, what you earn, your tax is taken out, and you don't need to worry about it. Whereas as your own business, you've actually got all the money's not yours. So you've got things like tax and that need to be set aside. You've got rent that potentially needs to be set aside. You've got staff that need to be paid. So, and that's the bit I talk about, scalability. It's important that you have a business with the right people in it, not just yourself, and you're capable of dealing with these challenges that come along. And funnily enough, I think the taxation side of things is probably one of the biggest things, because half the money's the taxation department. So you've got to make sure you're paying your way, because if you don't, they can shut you down pretty quickly.
So, as you said, you've been working in the industry since 1987. Was this your dream job as a kid, or did you have other aspirations?
Look, funnily enough, sitting in this studio here, my aspirations really would have been broadcasting and journalism. In fact, that was always the dream. I was going to be a professional footballer and be in the media. I did go for about 3 months. It was what was called Waite, now Curtin University, studying journalism. But to me, the course wasn't that enticing. The money didn't seem that good. But I've always held a candle, and I once upon a time had a gig at 6PR as a trainee race caller, which I didn't end up taking. And so that fork in the road moment. So yeah, I wanted to be a journalist, but either would have suited, you know, and I've ended up in the sales side of things, and yeah, I guess that suits me. But like anything, there's, you know, you've got to perform at a consistent level over a long period of time to be able to achieve success in anything.
Thank you very much for coming in, Bruce.
Thanks, Jordan. Thanks for having me.